morning, courageous workers and their allies have been showing up, speaking up, standing up for the 7th time in Kansas City, demanding the respect that they deserve, a living wage of at least $15 an hour, and a union which will guarantee safe working conditions, benefits like paid days off, maternity leave, health care. As a faith leader, it has been my privilege to stand with you at every strike. This is holy work, godly work, the sacred work of trying to create a moral economy that reflects the God-given dignity of every working person, an economy that honors the nobility of all work, an economy in which every working person earns enough money to share in the American dream, an economy in which no one who works full-time lives in poverty. No child goes to bed hungry, and no mother or father has to choose between buying food for their family or paying the rent. The faith community has prayed with you and for you. We have been with you at every walk back, even at 4 o'clock in the morning, reminding employers that when workers stand up for their rights, the faith community stands with them. When management tries to retaliate against you, the faith community stands in solidarity with you. Pastors and priests have worked to remind owners and managers of their higher angels, and when necessary, federal employment law. Because of your leadership, your boldness in speaking truth to power, your willingness to do whatever it takes, including nonviolent civil disobedience, this movement has grown exponentially. Your courage is fueling the courage of other workers. Today, in 236 cities in the United States and 40 countries across the globe, fast food workers, retail workers, home care workers, airport workers, and adjunct faculty are standing together and saying with one voice, we are worth more. Our children are worth more. You are building a powerful, multiracial, multicultural movement, and you are winning. Since the first strike, the minimum wage has been raised in 15 cities and 20 states. No, not enough of a raise, but a step in the right direction. McDonald's and Walmart, two of the largest employers in this country, have announced that they are raising employee wages. No, these raises aren't enough, and they affect only a small percent of employees. But take pride. Take pride in knowing that this would never have happened if you had not used your collective power, the power of this movement, to demand these changes. You have forced the most powerful, the wealthiest corporations in the country to not only take notice of you, but to take action. Make no mistake, this movement is winning. The prophet Amos said, let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. Low-wage workers deserve justice, and they deserve it today. This is a profoundly moral issue. This is about creating a moral economy. This is about moving the dignity of all persons to the center of public life. All workers deserve respect, fair wages, benefits, and the right to unionize without retaliation. The faith community stands in solidarity with you because this is our movement too. We need you to win because when you win, everyone in the community wins. The faith community stands in solidarity with you because we share the same vision, a moral economy, one that values the dignity of all work and the dignity of all workers. A moral economy is concerned with how we make our money, how we treat our people, and who's in and who gets left behind. If an industry relies on exploitation, it fails the test of a moral economy and must change. When corporations make billions of dollars in profits, while its employees work hard in 2 or 3 jobs and still live in poverty, it must change. If an industry relies on shortchanging its workers and forcing taxpayers to pick up the slack, it must change. Our people are worth more. How we treat our people. It is unconscionable that people work full-time and still do not have access to a doctor or even time to go to one. It is unconscionable for employers to give its employees no paid days off, no sick time, no health care. If a business keeps its wages so low that its workers need food stamps to survive, it must change. Our people are worth more. And finally, who's in and who gets left behind? Part of the real history of Kansas City is that racism played a very big part in how this city developed over the last 100 years. It's time for us to be honest about that and recognize that while everyone should have meaningful access to opportunity, not everyone does. A moral economy looks for ways to ensure that everyone, all races, all ethnicities have equal opportunities. Our people are worth more. Together we must continue to bear witness to an economic system that is fueled by insatiable greed, inordinate corporate profits, poverty wages, and systemic racism and classism. Workers of all colors, all faiths, and no faith at all share a common hope. Good jobs, a livable wage, the ability to provide for themselves and their families, and opportunities for their children to thrive. The greatest prophet of our time, the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., said the moral arc of the universe is long, but it bends toward justice. We are engaged not in a moment, but in a movement to bend that arc toward a moral economy. Thank you for your prophetic leadership. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your tireless example. Thank you.